Okay. Just texted Brooke. Let her know I was live, see if she can pop on. Her and her boys are getting over being sick. So I know that can take some time. And I've been sending her healing as much as I can. So I hope she has a full recovery soon. Today I'm casting some new pieces. I'm excited, but I'm also a little anxious and nervous maybe because these pieces need assembled. Meaning, once they have hardened fully, then I have hardware that I have to use to fasten them together. They're these little trunks. Okay. That's the bottom. This is the lid. And Chris got water on the table because he planted some seeds earlier today. Cat grass for the cats. And made a little bit of a mess. Here's a cap that I have to fasten on to the lid. And here's these little guys. They're going to have to be screwed onto the piece when it's completed. I'm also going to do me 2 more Zodiac boxes. So 2 boxes, 4 lids, the new mold, which has 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces, and another set of Zodiac pendants. But I'm trying to think of a color I haven't done them in yet. I've done them in blue, I've done them in green, I've done them in red. I don't know. Anyway, like I said, I'm anxious but excited but nervous because this trunk needs so many pieces. It actually opens and closes. You can put small stuff in. You can put crystals in it. I've got me some new cups here for my stir cups. Chris is sitting outside with Bella right now because it's beautiful out. And I know that Brooke has, because she's been sick, I thought maybe something like this would cheer her up because she seems to like to watch me do it. Even though she's not here with me doing them. But let's begin, shall we? I will try to utilize the table as much as I can. Trying to figure out how I can place these pieces, because the closer I place them together, actually, the more space I have. Which is kind of nice. Let's see here. So I'm trying to get them like really close. Not too close, but decent close. And that way, depending on how many castings I decide to do this time, I have a little more room on the table to put some other, pieces. So we'll see. Okay. Epoxy A first. Oddly enough, and I've still not figured this out, the casting resin here I'm now opening. I run out of it before I run out of the hardener. I always end up with a bunch of the hardener left. I'm like, okay, what's up with that? That's just weird. So I try to make the most of it. Okay, do I want to do a full cup of the A? I better. Because I got a lot of pieces here. Okay. There's A. Saves me from having to do multiple castings, which I should have realized, and I think I did. I just don't know why I didn't do it. Make it a full cup. Put as many molds as you can on the table, because having to do multiple like resin stirrings can be a pain. Not to mention exhausting. Okay. And there's B. So, Brooke, even if you don't pop on, sweetie, don't even worry about it. You know how I am with that. Just watch it later sometime when you get a chance. You know, no biggie. Okay. First, the casting resin. And my nice new cups. I didn't throw the red one away because I'm going to put it in some hot water and get the piece out of it that's in it, and just use it as like a decorative piece, because it's going to be multi-layered, multicolored, and I might even show it on a future live stream just to see what people think about it, and if they seem to have a liking to it, then maybe I'll maybe I'll do some others like that. Because sometimes the things that sell the best are the things we don't think about. Now, with these little, I call them trinket trunks that I'm going to be casting for the first time today, I feel like they're going to be popular because you can actually fasten them closed and everything. It's really cool. Okay, so this time I decided to do just red, meaning no mica powder, regular red food coloring. Let's see what color we can come up with. And the color of the day is Tuesday is red. And it's also Ostara, so happy Ostara, everybody. Those of us that actually follow it and believe it and all that. Counting. Nope. Definitely going to have to add some mica powder. After all, because I just don't think this is going to turn out right otherwise. So I'm using the darkest color I have. Well, that's an interesting color. Still ain't quite dark enough. Let's see. What is the darker of the two? I think it's this one. Let me add one more color here. Hello. Oh, bloody hell. Now, come on. I know I fucking opened that. Anyway. That's interesting. Oh well. Let's see how it does. So apparently regular red food coloring and the resin itself just ain't quite enough. Oh yes, I wanted to, if I can find it. I've only got 2 glitters I've been using here because I don't feel like digging out the others. But then again, maybe I should. Sometimes it's hard to figure out which one of these are open and which one are not. And let's see. Glitter, glitter, glitter. Okay. There's some gold. There's some silver. Because once this batch of glitter is gone, like what I have in these bottles, then I'll have to see about getting me some more glitter. Which should be easy enough. You can, find them in the craft stores and whatnot, Okay. Yep. Not going to be able to use those. They're sealed. Okay. So it'll just have to be, because I had a thing of silver and a thing of gold that was open, but I cannot, for the life of me, seem to remember what I did with it. So I guess the purple and the copper colored glitter will be okay for now. And I could always throw in some fairy dust as well. Make it interesting. Already he wants to come in? Goodness. Was he? Well, this is going to be an interesting color. Okay, so it's a combination of this color, this color, and the red food coloring. Okay. smaller pour cup here. She's not on. But, you know, she can always watch it later. Yeah. It's pretty. It's a pretty color. All right. Let me set this up here. Guess pour this first. Oh. Must have did that one wrong. Okay. Let's see if I can. Scrape some of this off.
Yeah. Can use our AARP cards at Walgreens.
Oh, really? Okay, let me put this clear out of the way.
Can use it at Valvoline too. Where I normally get the oil changed.
I'm trying to make sure the little nubs are. Now comes the monotonous part.
The noise.
I have found out the hard way. Through past experience and much wasted resin. But even though it's monotonous to do it this way, at least I'm not overfilling it. I'm gonna pull this out. Because pouring it, it's tricky, you know? Because these things are so tiny. Oh boy, okay. Now, can I duplicate this red? I honestly don't know. Oh, crap. Overfill. Damn it. I hate when that happens. Fucking hate when that happens. Jesus. Get out of there, air bubble. Crap. I hate when this happens. I don't think I won't be able to.
Good girl.
Wish there was a way I could pick it up. But there really isn't. I think the spoon's going to be much better. Let's see. That's a little better, but not much. That's the thing about this stuff. Oh well. One of them things, I guess. Once you spill it, it's really hard to fix it. So let's see if I can duplicate this color to finish the rest of the pieces. Anyway. Every little bit of resin that's wasted, it's costly. Anyway, okay. Right, now what did I do with those colors? Right in front of me. Duh. Now the stirring and the counting. I count in my head. 5 minutes. definitely no more overflows. Crap. There we go. Well, it was almost enough for all of them. Almost. So one more batch. Yeesh. This one I think I'll do halfsies on, meaning up to the 50% mark on both. I hope that that's enough to finish these last two lids. Gosh, I hope so. Almost. Okay. So this one's empty. Let's see if we can get the last bit that we need out of this. To the line. I just hope this is enough. this is the last. Okay. Thank goodness. But, just as I was afraid of, I'm going to have to get out some more molds because there's still some left. Let's see. Something small. Hmm. Is this one Gaia? I think this one's Gaia. Should there be enough left to fill this? Okay. There's the other one. Fill this one. Okay. Oops. So, I got a Gaia and Green Man pendant out of it too. And this pretty color. Okay. That's where it comes in handy. Having small molds. Because when you get down to the last little bits, you want to utilize them if you can. Understandably. So, I got 2 Zodiac boxes, 4 lids, set of Zodiac pendants, 1 of the trunks, all its pieces, a Gaia and a Green Man. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, about 14 pieces. Not too shabby. But it goes so fast, it's like, it really does. Oops. Well, 14 pieces. Ain't too shabby. But I've ruined my table. This has got resin, solidified resin bits all over it. So, yeah. Not a good thing. Well, I'll probably just have to get some contact paper or something and put on the surface of it. Because even to like sand off the resin, it would compromise the piece. There's no way to replace the natural color of the wood. So, anyway. So in a couple of days, well, the green man's going to be a little thinner than Gaia. Because I just now noticed that it's not quite full to the top like the Gaia one is, and I'm not going to take the time to do a teeny tiny little bit that I would have to do, so I'll just give it a couple of days. Why is that sparkling? It's like there's something moving in there. That's trippy. Anyway, when it's solidified for about a day, I might make up a clear batch or something. Just resin, no coloring. Or I'll make up another batch of this color. Okay, anyway. So that pretty much concludes a resin session. And I guess Brooke is too busy. She wasn't able to come on. That's okay. It happens. It's like, I know she's getting over being sick, and, the recuperation process can be lengthy, depending on the person, depending on their ability to fight off sickness and so on. And all I'm saying is I don't know what hers is. So when she gets sick, it may take longer for her to get better than some others. But anyway, I guess you could say this is my own magical crafting, in a way, or crafting magically or something or another. And I've been on here, let's see, almost an hour. I plan on doing an Ostara ritual, and I most definitely want to do it today because it's Ostara. But what would be extremely helpful is if I could find my Wicca Solitary Practitioner Guide that has the rituals in it that I usually go by. I mean, granted, I could get out my Solitary Witch one and read that Ostara version. Make up my own. Today is the Wiccan celebration of spring. I'm going to plant some things today, maybe. Plant some seeds. And, do my best to enjoy it and make it, a decent Ostara. And later tonight, I think, is when I'm going to end up doing that particular thing, is I'm going to be doing a dragon meditation. So for that, I probably won't be on here, simply because, one, I would have to have a place that I could do it where I would not be disturbed. I cannot believe I got resin on these now. These jeans that I really like, because I try to wipe it off as soon as I spill it on my pants, but it still sinks into the material and it'll leave a rough spot there now. Maybe I can paint it sometime or something. But I did get my purple. So, got my hair nice and brushed. I might take it down, brush it again, put it in a nice ponytail. Take my purple color and just do the ponytail. Just strictly the ponytail. And hopefully I'll have some kind of a ombre. See, I got myself got dye all over me. I usually do. You can always tell when I dye my hair because I dye my skin, I dye the bathroom. Yeah. I've even tried things like, standing in the tub and stuff like that. So that way, at least it's in the tub. It's not all over the bathroom. But I guess I really like my Wicca Solitary Practitioner Guide version. Not that others aren't just as good. So, but, I guess it's a bit of the traditionalist in me. And we'll go get my owl. I can stop getting tangled up in stuff. Come here. There. Let's do the big book here. This big book. The Solitary Witch, Book of Shadows for the New Generation. Silver Ravenwolf. Lover. Wish I could meet her. So where are holidays going to be listed? Sabbats. Here we go. 72. Way too far. Here we go. 72. Ostara. Here we go. Interesting. Oh, that reminds me. I know something else I was going to do today too, and I should keep my word that I will. for myself. This is strictly for me, but I have 3 wands to consecrate today. The resin wands that I did, and I claimed 3 of them for myself. And believe me, every time I cast them in a different color, it's hard not to keep others. But I'm like, yeah, 3's enough. 3's good enough. And I could give each one either a multifunction, or I can give each one its own individual function, because I've heard that some witches do exactly that. They will have a wand strictly designed for one type of purpose only. And like they'll have one strictly for money drawing. They'll have one strictly for, other things like projects and, finishing projects and stuff. Which I'm really bad at because of my procrastination. And I will keep working on that procrastination until I kick it. But I did get me some new sculpting gel today. I used it on, I've got some other that I'm using on my stomach, but I might go ahead and put some of that on too, just to give it that extra bolt or boost rather. So it'll, work twice as fast, because, I've got 2 stomachs here and I should not have 2 stomachs. There's also, I'm not sure how soon I'm going to be able to get all the materials together and supplies that I need, but I'm going to be doing a ritual as soon as possible to Hecate as well. But that's going to be a more personal kind of thing too. I don't know that I want to put it on a live, because one, I haven't asked Hecate if that's okay, and don't ever assume one way or the other. Always ask them, because the gods are busy. They have, lots of different things, I'm sure, that they engage in quite often. Helping man, growing things, killing things, ferrying souls to the spirit world when they pass, and stuff like that. So got the Ostara celebration here. And there's some of it I can read. Ostara, Astra, Mean, Irake, Alban, Eler, P-A-S-H, C-A-I-S-G, P-E-S-S-E. That's some interesting names. Date, March 20th, 21st, or 22nd, depending on the calendar, when the sun reaches 1 degree Aries. Well, that's great to know, but I prefer to do it on the day. Today is the day for me, is the 21st. But it's nice to have a couple of options in case, things get busy and you can't be available on the 21st. Then you could do it on the 20th or 22nd. And it's still fine. Meaning of the word: Germanic dawn deity, meaning the month of beginnings or the month of openings. Primal ritual focus: fertility, sunrise ceremonies, offerings to the goddess of spring, which would be Persephone? I have some Persephone oil too, so maybe I'll anoint a candle and light it in her honor today. Age of holiday, 3000 BC or older, popular mythos, return of the goddess from the underworld. Persephone! I was right before I even saw it. Okay. Astrological sign, 1 degree Aries, fire, fixed. Planetary ruler, Mars. The custom of giving eggs on Ostara was known to the early Egyptians, Persians, Greeks, Romans, and Gauls. The symbol of life, the egg, stands for our cosmic universe. The practice of coloring these eggs also dates back to ancient civilizations. The Persians dyed theirs red, where folks in other countries chose a variety of colors, obtained by boiling the egg with flowers or vegetables to achieve unique coloring. From foodstuff and symbol of new life to courtly art object to household decoration to focus for juvenile games, the Easter egg has traveled a very long way. Well, yeah, I would say so. But what could I do? I know I've got some Easter eggs, some plastic ones, of course. Sometimes they're a lot easier because the food colorings, I could do food colorings, but you have to have vinegar to do that, and I would have to sacrifice more of my cups to do it, my gold cups, which is not a big deal because I got a bunch of them now. But vinegar, the food coloring, you have to boil the eggs, and then the pain of, well, no, that's only if you're taking them out of the shell. Never mind. So you got to boil the eggs, and then I guess when they float to the top, or how do you determine that they're done? I forget. But anyway, once they're done boiling, then, take them out, put them in the colorings. I don't have an Easter egg dyeing kit, though, because it has that little thing that you can, put the egg on so you can dip it in, because you don't want to handle a hot egg, obviously, a hot shell, because it can burn you. So let's see. There's the invocation. Magical ideas for your Ostara ritual. This is a Sabbath, for those of you that don't know. Color and empower Easter eggs for health, wealth, and prosperity. Celebrate the return of the goddess by conjuring potted plants and giving them to friends and loved ones. Incorporate chocolate into your Ostara ritual. Review the items in your magical cabinet or box and replace what is needed. Empower the supplies during the Ostara ritual. Bless seeds for the garden. Hold your ritual at dawn. Ostara, spring equinox, is solar driven. The sun moves from mutable watery Pisces to cardinal fiery Aries. Aries is a great starter sign, but it manages to poop out along the way. Any magic done while the sun or moon is in Aries should be supplemented with other workings later on. Okay, makes sense. So that gives you some ideas of, some ways that you can celebrate Ostara. And I was right when I said, I think I'll plant some seeds today, because I do have a bucket in the window. It's a little silver window box. Chris planted some cat grass for the kitty cats. And I've got these seeds in the fridge they're old. So I'm just going to take them all out. I'm going to get the stuff wet that's in the window box, which it's those little, I forget what they call them. You put a couple drops of water on them and they swell up. They're perfect for, beginning seeds and stuff like that. And then just, put a bag over it, put it in the window, put it back in the window where it was. Putting the bag over it simply keeps that moisture and that heat in there, which a lot of, plants, flowers, and herbs and stuff like to have that certain type of temperatures and, condensation and stuff like that to blossom. So it'll be interesting to see how many things come up, because I'm just going to be mixing a bunch of stuff together. So it'll be interesting. But, seeds they're not, they get bad. They go bad after a while if you don't use them. So, okay, so plant some seeds. Easter egg, what I'll probably do, since I'm just doing this by myself, there's nobody here celebrating it with me. Chris is busy on his game and cares more about that than anything. So he's just not the ceremonial like me. He does magic when he feels the need to do it, but he doesn't do traditional stuff a lot of times, or his idea of traditional stuff is totally different than what somebody else would consider traditional. So I'm just kind of winging it as I go, I guess. And I probably will write this version down in one of my books, Books of Shadows, of course, or, notebook paper. If when in doubt, use notebook paper, because at least notebook paper in a 3-ring binder, you can rearrange the pages if you feel the desire to later. The eggs, though, I'm going to pick me a nice pretty egg, and I'm going to do some kind of a, new beginning spell or something for myself, I guess. And, helping us get the house, helping us get whatever it is that we're still waiting on, that says, okay, we can legally bid on houses because we've been waiting far too long as it is. And I'm really not thrilled about that. Because here it is spring, soon to be summer, and we're still here in this POS place, in a very bad neighborhood where gunshots are going off outside our window far too often. People are getting killed. It's not safe to just walk down the streets anymore, even in broad daylight, because you don't know what kind of crazies are out there that's going to just start shooting up the place or shooting you or anybody that's in the immediate vicinity. They don't care. They have no reverence for knife. Listen to me. Life. They have no compassion for life. They don't care. They think it's funny. They do stupid crap, and they don't care if somebody gets hurt. And I have a problem with that. So enough of my blathering. I'm going to get the egg. I'm going to get my seeds. I got to get the window box out of the window, which is going to be tricky because that means I'm going to have to move my table that I just put my castings on. So I will leave this running while I'm doing all that. So you'll hear the noises in the background of me doing that. And I'll use this old business card of mine as a marker so I know where I left off. Okay, this I'm going to put in the trash in here. You're okay, Squeaky. Maybe you didn't have to get out of the window just because Mommy came in. Goodness. Oh, and I better get this out of my pocket and put it in my purse so I don't tear it up, my AARP card. Put it back here with this one. All right, let me get... Oh, boy, oh, boy. This is going to be tricky. Window box. Well, it did grow, but die. Take care of it.
That one.
Okay. I basically made mud. So, I'm gonna have to. Guess we'll see what happens. Okay, we've got. Some marigolds. Chives. Sweet basil, ferndale leaf, parsley, and more chives. Sweet basil. See if any come up. I hope so, but okay. All right, there's one more little pot here I can put something in. I want sweet basil, parsley. Let's do some sweet basil, I guess. here. Ow. Ouch. Okay. We'll see what comes up. This is grass seed. All right. There. Oh no! Dang it. I caused spillage. I can scrape it into here. Yeah, right. Trying to fill up my green man here. Looks fine now. Okay. Well, that's the best I can do. Well, I got some marigolds, common chives, and sweet basil. So we'll see what ones end up coming up. And hopefully, oh hi, you made it. Hey, honey. Yeah, I'm okay. How about you? Are you okay? I'm glad you're feeling better and stuff. But if you want me to keep sending you healing, sweetie, I will. Sorry, I didn't know you was on. I just got through planting some seeds, and I was gonna do something with one of my plastic Easter eggs, like pick a pretty colored one. I just did my castings. I'll show them to you here. See? Aren't they pretty? This was a combination of red food coloring, this dark rose mica powder, and this one. Mixed it all together, threw in some glitter. Yeah. And some fairy dust. So, got like 14 pieces cast. Yeah, it's a nice color. I was going for red. And yeah, I guess it is kind of a red. It's kind of a pretty red that it's like, okay. Because first I just did the food coloring, 9 drops of food coloring in the resin when I mixed it. And like, no, that ain't enough color. And I was like, okay, what is one of my darkest colors? Because I didn't want to do black, but I was like, So I picked the 2 that I did, threw in a little bit of my copper glitter, my purple glitter, fairy dust, mixed it all together and poured it. Now, the fairy dust does have some herb bits in it. And one of the lids that's going to go to this set of Zodiac boxes, once they're done, actually has a fingernail of mine in that broke off. So that one, that particular lid anyway, I may have to recast, just I'll keep that particular lid for myself and, using one of my other Zodiac boxes or something, because I mean, for a Zodiac box, for me, it doesn't have to necessarily have a matching colored lid. It's kind of nice and different to have different colored lids to make it interesting, and it went through a lot of the resin like I was afraid it would, but I decided, okay, let's go ahead and fill up the cup this time, the 2 little pour cups. That's Dad and his belching, of course. And I did a couple of them that way, and then I did one that was like half of each, like half of the hardener, half of the resin, to finish off 2 of the lids. So, like I said, I know how to duplicate the color. I might do a little bit of the color again, just to do that lid once this one has solidified. That's got my fingernail in it, and to me, that's like personalizing it, for. I don't want to be selling it to somebody else when it's tied to me in such a way, because it just wouldn't seem right. So my hair's sticking out. But I did finally get my purple hair dye and dyed myself, of course. See the finger? I haven't put the purple in yet, but I will probably brush my hair and, take it down here a little bit, brush it, put it up in a ponytail, and I'm just going to do the ponytail in the purple and leave the blue where it is. And then when it comes to doing root touch-ups, instead of doing a blue for root touch-up, I'll do the purple. So I am going to try to keep the colors, separate. But yeah, the blue came out really good. It's just a shame that it only lasts, for 30 washings. But of course, I've got this stubborn bit of hair that's just sticking out over here. It's driving me crazy. Stop that. Makes me want to just frickin' pull it out. Alicia called today. She was, she needed to vent to Dad about some stuff. I mean, I guess her and Tasha's having, some issues with, finding a place to move and a place that's in a decent area, a place that they can afford, which is understandable. And this one that, I guess Alicia really has her heart set on, she knows already she's not going to be able to get, because it's one of those, they want your life history. They want to put you under a microscope to, prove that you're worthy to stay at their facility or stay at their complex or what the heck ever. So she was pretty, upset about that. And I guess talking to Dad helped her out. I didn't really talk to her myself, but I heard her voice at least. I'm going to be consecrating my 3 wands today. Happy Ostara. Yeah. And, going to be doing a plastic Easter egg, that people do for kids, like they'll put candy in them and different things. And I'm going to do some kind of a little, I don't know, spell for new beginnings, that something along the lines of, help us find the house, help us finally get whatever it is we're waiting on that says we can finally bid for houses so that we can start making plans to move, because here we are in spring now, going into spring, and we're still here. And I'm like, oh. Even though, would I rather move in the spring than the winter? Of course, because at least in the spring, hopefully the weather conditions aren't as bad unless you have a lot of rain. But now Dad's thinking that he's going to need 2 of the biggest trailers that they have and 1 of the biggest trucks to move everything, because there isn't just the stuff that we have here, the stuff of Maria's, the stuff of ours, the stuff down in the basement, but there's also stuff in Mom and Jim's storage unit. And every time I tell Jim when he's going over there, and if he wants to get ready and close it down or, whatever, get his stuff out of it, let me know. I will find a way there. Or if I have to have him come and get me, and, I'll do that. But I want to go through my stuff and, get all of it out. Which, yeah, I would probably need a truck to do that. And then once I get it out, I would rather have a place to put it, because I don't want to cram it into our already crammed, storage unit down in the basement. I want it to be in the spirit of, hey, we're finally moving. I want to get my stuff. because I know that box is costing them a lot. It's I think it's like last I knew it was like a couple $100 or something like that is what it costs them to keep the box, and because mom's got a lot of her stuff in there. I don't know how much of Jim's stuff is in there, but the stuff of mine that's in there I don't want to lose, because if nothing else, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of stuff that I will be able to let go and get rid of, and doing a yard sale, like do a yard sale at mom's or something, and put the money away towards moving, so that when we do move, I won't, that way also I won't be bringing as much back here, because I don't want to, really, I don't know about, because I don't want to put like too much more of my stuff in Maria's apartment downstairs, but I'll just have to talk to her about it once I get to that point and decide what I want to keep and what I'm getting rid of. And the stuff that I'm getting rid of, or that's going to be put in a yard sale, I'll just probably put it upstairs in my attic space, my little attic, girls' tree house, I call it, girls' clubhouse or whatever. I'll put my stuff up there that I'm going to sell in the yard sale. So, but anyway, finally did get me some new cups. I got me some pretty gold ones. You'll see that in the beginning of this live. And I used one of those today. And this is the red one that I used. See how full that thing is? I mean, it's like all the way up to roughly about here. But I'm going to put it in some hot water, loosen it up, hopefully dump it out, throw the cup away, and keep the piece as like a decorative piece, because it's going to be multi-layered and colored. Yes? Yes.
Up a little bit.
Okay. Just Pops is saying hello. She says, hi, Pops. Got some glitter that I need to open, and I need to find a container to put it in. I need to decide if I want to keep it separate or if I want to just mix it all together, because the only colors of glitter I really have right now, silver, gold, a little bit of the purple, and a little bit of the copper. Yes?
I a little sad I play in all by myself.
Oh, yeah. He's still waiting on his grandsons, to finally like log on and stuff, and so he can play with them, which that's cool. I'm sure that they'll hopefully eventually make it on there. I've banned the boys from their consoles at the moment. Oh, okay. She's banned them from their consoles. Yeah, they did something bad, didn't they? Mm-mm-mm. Shame, shame, shame. Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? Yeah, that's it. That's a song of the cop show, Bad Boys, or I don't even know what the cop show's called, but the theme song. But kids will be kids, and I'm sorry that Oakley got you sick. When I came home, their rooms were disgusting. So until they learn to keep them clean, they ain't getting them back. Haha. You go, Mom. Sometimes you gotta do the tough love thing, because that's the only way they're gonna learn. It's like, how dare you turn your rooms into pigsties while I was gone for 12 days? What the heck? Not a cool thing, man. But anyway, boys are boys, and they do need to learn, they do need that discipline. So we'll hopefully have some marigolds and some chives coming up, some sweet basil, and what was the other one I did? I forget. Because I only did 1, 2, 3. I only did 4. Oh well, we'll see what comes up. Let them eat in there, and all sorts, which is a no from me. Oh no, she let them eat in there. Yeah, that's gonna definitely cause a mess for sure. That reminds me of Lacey's room. Love her to death, but that girl, wow, she would have like dirty glasses, dirty dishes in her room, and it's like, you guys shouldn't, and she's a teenager, so it's like, guys, you really should keep that stuff out of your room, because you don't need to be breathing in the spores from, say, stuff that's sitting there collecting mold. Especially if it turns into something as serious as black mold. If it turns into black mold, then you're in trouble. So yeah, not a good thing. Was trying to think of something to munch. I guess I could do a Lunchable. Let me go get one of my Lunchables. I'll be right back. It won't take me long. Plus, I got to get me some more drinkage anyway. And it's Ostara today, so I think I'll allow myself a smidgen of pop for once. Lunchable. And some ice. Anyway, see, I didn't even fill it up all the way. Oh no. Ew. I need a wipey thing. Just realized I've got some resin gunk on me. Ew. Ow. Crap. Made another trip to Witch Lab recently. Witch Lab and Spirit of Tippereth. Tippereth. I always call it Spirit of Tefira. But I really looked at the spelling of it and I thought, Tippereth. Okay, I got it. Yafa's husband was the only one working there that day. But I got me, from Witch Lab, I got me some pine-scented incense, a self-love candle, which I've already used up. What did I do with that anyway? Where did I put that? Oh no. I'm losing stuff again. Anyway, I had a self-love candle. I got self-love candle, pine incense. Oh, dragon book. I got me a dragon book that tells different ways that you can contact dragons, meditations and stuff you can do, because I kept going back to the bookcase. I'm walking through the store and I went in the back and, I grabbed the self-love candle. It was a tough choice. But I grabbed the self-love candle and I was looking around back there to see if anything was hollering at me back there. Nothing seemed to be. And then I went up front, and every time I was up front, I kept going over to the bookshelf, I'm like, okay, who wants to go home with me today? What book is calling it to me here? And I picked up the dragon book. They only had 2 of them. And so apparently the dragons wanted me to have one, so that's what I got. Dragon book, incense, self-love candle. Was there anything else I got? I don't think there was. And then I went to Spirit of Tippereth, got me a shaman candle, shaman awakening candle, got me a cute little purple dragon figurine, which I found out is a spirit dragon because he's mentioned in the new dragon book I just bought. So I was like, oh, I guess I know who you are once I, read to that certain point. There's a dragon for the different seasons. Like there's a dragon meditation thing to do for Ostara, but I believe it says it's better to do it at night. And it's going to have to be in a place where I'm not going to be disturbed and I'm going to be able to be quiet. And it takes about an hour to complete it. I also got me a clear quartz crystal egg, and I got me some witch salt. Got five different different salts in it, and herbs and stuff, I guess. Spent about 50 something, I think it was, at Witch Lab, and about 30 something at Spirit of Tippereth. And I just got my resin today, so in the spirit of Ostara, I was like, okay, time to do some castings. But earlier in the live, I showed all the trunk pieces because it comes with several, and it comes with hardware that you actually have to fasten onto the trunk so you can open and close it and hook it shut. Some people use it for D&D dice. The inside of it isn't very big, but it's perfect for like a little trinket box. And what inspired me to get these trunks, especially once I get them assembled and figure out how to do it and do a good job and all that, is the little wooden trunks that you had on your live when you did TikToks. And yours were made of wood. Well, these, you're casting all the pieces. Then when they're completely solidified and done, then you take the hardware, and there's little tiny screws. You screw the pieces together, and then there's some that goes over there's brackets that go on the back of the piece as well as over the lid. And that's part of what gives it like a little hinge. So I feel like they'll be, good sellers. But they don't come with instructions how to assemble the trunk. So that's going to be a bit of a challenge. I'll have to look at the picture on Amazon. Of the trunks and hopefully guess that, okay, these pieces go here, these pieces go here. And then Yep. I'm sure I'll find one if there is one. I'm trying to balance my computer on my leg without dumping it in the floor or my Lunchables here. I did my wraps today. The belly wraps, the stuff you gave me. Because I was supposed to do them last Friday, I ended up doing it Saturday, so Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So today, I did them today because that's 3 days. My little Reese cup. I don't even know if Pops is going to do dinner tonight or what. And it's 10 till 6. And when I get done munching, which I'm almost there now, I'm going to move take the computer here, put it over on my metal box, cast circle, and proceed with the consecration ritual and get my wands consecrated today. Such a tiny little thing. But these are generally designed for kids. But I like them. It's a quick snack. And it's another way to honor the child within. And it said to incorporate chocolate into your ceremony today, so I'm eating chocolate. Like, okay. And I'll be doing the O-Star ritual out of my Solitary Witch book, my big one. That I did the last ritual out of, which was can't remember if it was in bulk. Can't remember. But today is a day for planting seeds. So I'm going to incorporate into my ritual the egg. Basically turn it into a spell. Put the spell ingredients in there. Tape it shut all the way around. And probably try to find a little box or something like a little trinket box to put it in. Like maybe you can find those at the thrift store. Find one that the egg will fit in perfect. And then that way I can put a label on either the inside of the lid of the trunk or just put it on top. Ostara spell or something like that. So I know. Ostara spell from 2023. So I'll know, okay, that's what that is because I may forget. You know, I've got a gold egg around here somewhere that was from another ceremony that it was one that I went to that me and Maria was able to go to at Spirit of Tippereth. Okay. If I can keep from tripping over myself here, I'm gonna have to move these guys. Turn this down a bit, and I won't be quite that close to the camera. Excuse me. Okay, where's... Where's my athame? I can't find it, so I guess I'm gonna have to use one of my wands in the bedroom. I'll be right back. You were here for 12 days, and I didn't even show you my... See, I got a basket of plastic eggs. And this is my cat's glass from New York I was telling you about. I've got my bone wand and my wand for Uriel, the archangel. Okay, because this is wet, I need to get a towel or something to put down so I'm not getting the chair all messy. Because these eggs generally sit around and don't even get used for any reason. So I thought, you know what, today, let's use them in the spirit of Ostara. And this is the one that I have picked for myself. It's a real pretty pink one. It's got like a nice shimmer, kind of rainbow colors to it. And I've got a whole basket here. So if there's a certain spell you would like me to do for one of them, for you, let me know and I'll do it. See, we've got pretty kind of an aqua marine color there. Here's a pretty blue one with yellow design on it. Here's a light pink. Here's a pink and purple with bunny rabbits and stuff on it. Here's another yellow. There's a green. Even down here, I got an orange. Here's an orange. It's got some purple colorings on it. So if there's a particular color you like, let me know. Here's purple, like a light purple. And here's a dark pink one down here that has coloring in it. Let me know, and I'll do some spells for you, and I'll seal it up and put it in a box and put your name on it so I know that it was a spell that I did for you, if you like. I think I'll use my bone wand because I haven't used it in a while. I did make a necklace that I can use to carry one in, to like literally wear it around my neck, but I haven't used it. They need like washed because, you know, over time from sweating and stuff like this. But I am wearing the necklace that you made for me, the sun and moon and the little witch. And then I got my fluorite on here that Maria got me. This is my bone wand. A tiny little thing. And the tip is white because the coloring that they used to color this black is the tip of it the color wore off for some reason. So I'm going to use this to cast circle. And then I will use my Uriel wand here, my crystal wand that I got from Creepy Hollows. That thing waited for me for a long time. Paid $40 for that, but it's got some very special crystals that it's, when they're combined together as these are, it makes it a very powerful wand, and you can wear it as a necklace because there's a little eyelet hole thingy right there. So casting it with this, uncasting it with this when I'm all done with everything. Okay. I always start in the north because that's my, direction of power and whatnot. Michael and me did a ritual last night to help get rid of my sickness. Good. There you go. See? More power that way, because when the two of you are working on a spell together, yeah, you can give it some really good kicks. So I bet it worked. You're feeling better, and I've been sending healing too, so that'll just add to whatever you guys did. Just give it a nice little power boost. Okay. May the powers of the One, the source of all creation, all pervasive, omnipotent, eternal. May the goddess, the lady of the moon, and the god, horned hunter, the sun. May the powers of the spirits of the stones, rulers of the elemental realms. May the powers of the stars above and earth below bless this place and this time and us who are with you. Amen and blessed be. Thrice the circles cast around, evil sink into the ground. Thrice the circles cast around, evil sink into the ground. Thrice the circles cast around, evil sink into the ground. Circles expand to encompass this entire apartment so we can move about freely within its boundaries without breaking them. The circle is sealed. Around me I cast the circle of stones. Naught but love may enter within. Naught but love may emerge from within. Charge this by your powers, great ones. Circle expand to join the other circles, encompass this entire apartment so we can move about freely within your boundaries without breaking yours as well. Now for the lovely LBRP. Yod, hey, va, hey. Hey, yeah. Adonai. Agla. For around me flames the pentagram and the Kabbalistic cross, and within me and them shines the six-rayed star. Circles all expand to encompass this entire apartment, joined together as one circle so that I can move about freely within your boundaries without breaking them. Okay, that's done. This is my wish egg, my spell egg for today. I am going to be reading the words out of my big solitary witch book for the ceremony. Let me go throw these away real quick. Okay. Aurora Boreas tells us the beginning has no end. Alpha and Omega all reside within. Pisces swims beyond the veil, Aries on the rise. Mars becomes the focal point, capturing the prize. The moon slips through her mansions, dancing in the signs. Stars are fixed yet activate the treasures of the mind. The air is filled with harmony of plant and bloom and bud. Each egg foretells the birthing of peace and joy and love. Persephone emerges as winter falls away. Mother Earth rejoices, her daughters come to stay. As days grow long and nights are warm, the goddess reigns supreme. Her power rises in my blood. I command all things unseen. Magic symbols, knots and cords, wand and staff and blade. Earth and water, fire and air become the witch's trade. I am the ground, the sea, the sky, the breezes, springtime sweet. Gods and spirits dance the round within this circle meet. I conjure thee, O leaves of spring, hyacinth and myrtle, roses, lilacs, lavender, black earth, warm and fertile. Gifts of Gaia, green man, rule my wishes, come to form. Good fortune roots within my world, prosperity is born. That gave me cold chills. Woo! Yeah, it gave me cold chills. I was like, wow, cold chills? Really? Usually when I do the other one, you don't do that. The one in my solitary practitioner guide that I somehow have misplaced. Get in there. Yeah. Now I don't want to go back in the bookcase. Go figure, right? Okay. I am going to get the spell paper, which is... Oh, yeah, I forgot. And I'm just sorry you're not here to try them, sweetie. 2 more things that I got from Witch Lab. Tried them both. Love them both. Handmade teas by some herbologist, witches, what have you. Feeling Good as Hell is one of them. And Calm the Fuck Down. And I'm like, well then, I think I'll take both of those. The Feeling Good as Hell is really nice. The Calm the Fuck Down knocks me out. I mean, if I ever have trouble sleeping again, I'll just make me a cup of this and I'll be like, zonk. You know, I'll be out. So, and here's the pine incense I bought. Of course, Chris didn't even bother to notice. Probably didn't even smell it either when I was burning it. But I'll probably burn it today. Got another Capri Sun juice thingy I got to put in the fridge. The spell papers, I'm pretty sure, are in the other bag. Spell papers. Where are you? Oh, no, my bad. I know where they are. That's right. I put them in my one bag here in an ongoing attempt to keep the middle cushion cleared off. But, you know, as usual, I don't get any acknowledgement from Pops about that either. You know, he doesn't even notice that I'm trying to keep that center section cleared off. It's not worth his notice, apparently. But it's like, okay, back to I'm just doing it for me. Tired of trying to do stuff for him that he doesn't even acknowledge or so much as give thanks for me busting my ass and trying to do, you know. So I need to get me a pen, figure out what spell to do to put in my egg, along with the blessed salt. And like I said, if there's any magic you want me to do, or you want me to use any of the eggs to do a little spell for you, I will. I'll put it in a box or something by itself. Same thing. I'll label it. I'll put down the date and make sure that I put down this is for Brooke and what it was about, so I know. But I'm going to need this chair. To write my spell. Do I want to do it that way or this way? Guess I'll do it this way. Okay, new beginnings. Getting our house. Getting moved. Get all my resin pieces sold. Just checking to make sure I didn't miss anything you said. Let's see. Gotta be kidding me. I cannot believe this pen just died. Looked like it had tons of ink in it. Um, Too much to write. Can you think of any that you want me to do for you, hon? Any spells or anything while I'm writing mine? If one comes to you, let me know, and either pick an egg color or I'll pick one for you.
Okay.
Anything else? Okay. Anything? Okay. See, I utilize both sides of the paper because to me, there's no sense in just writing on one side and then, wasting an entirely other side.
So how did the boys get in trouble?
Well, apparently, Grandmama, her stepmother, allowed them to eat and stuff in their rooms. Their rooms were destroyed, a filthy, disgusting mess. And they did this while she was gone. And so she took their gaming privileges away until they clean it up. And they promised never to do it again. She's still on if you want to say anything. Boys being boys. A lot of it. Computer's right there.
Oh, hey. Good thing you're not our mom. Where our place is.
Yeah, I'd be in serious trouble.
We would have computer, gaming, reading, watching TV, listening to music, all those privileges taken away.
Oh, yeah, he's hilarious, isn't he? Okay. Let's put some... Ooh, eat the tape. Duh. Which one did I tweet? I think I put them in here. I'm even going to put some little tiny crystal bits that I got from you. Yeah, we'd have nothing. You're right. Crystal bits. We'll put some of the crystal bits in here too. That I got from all those lovely little crystals you sent me. And uh-oh. I'm glad I noticed that. There's a little hole in the bottom of the egg. Because I don't want to be sprinkling salt in there and then go, what the hell? Why am I getting salt all over me? Here, I'm going to take that out for a minute. We have nothing. Yeah, I know. I saw that. Damn, there's two of them. Well, bun of a sitch.
New place will have room, hopefully have storage room too. So hopefully it won't look like this. And it'll actually be able to keep up on the cleaning, especially with Maria's help.
Yeah. Maria is definitely an avid cleaner. Bless her. But in order to get to the crystal bits, that's going to be tricky. Because they're all the way down in the bottom, which means I'm going to have to take out a bunch of the bigger crystals. Yeah, I think I'll put a soda light in there. Citrine. But you know what? I love the crystal bits as much as I do the bigger ones, for sure. It's a pretty one.
that's where it is.
This is red carnelian. Pretty good. Almost down here to the bottom of these. Oh, there they are. Okay, I don't remember what all is in here, but they're all going in. Can't think of a better use for them because to me it just adds to the magic. Besides, there will be future crystal bits, I'm sure, so I'm not worried. Oh, don't you fall on the floor.
I'm gonna start dinner here. As soon as I finish dishes, it'll take about 30 to 40 minutes. We're having that turkey breast, or the quote turkey tenderloin. Imitation pork tenderloin made with turkey. Figure we give it a try and see how good it is. A little healthier than the pork. Pork's still red meat. It's just not as bad as beef.
Yeah. Oh, right.
I'll make some mushed taters and
Thanks for reminding me.
I'm not sure which vegetable yet, but oh, remind me to ask Maria if she has a big cookie sheet.
I thought we had one.
We've got one. I need two.
Oh. I'll try to remember to ask her.
To do the roast that I want to do. And the
Oh.
grill,
Yeah.
I'll need two. So I can do enough for all three of us. I got the sausage to add with it, so it's not just the vegetables. We'll have a little bit of meat with it too. I just have to figure out what I'm going to do as far as whether I want to use this straight garlic oil, lavender garlic oil, or lavender olive oil, garlic olive oil, and maybe a little bit of one of the truffle with it, along with some spices and such.
Had to put some Persephone oil inside the egg, which Persephone reminded me before I sealed it up. With this egg, I do cast this spell. All of the things listed on the paper are my requests, wishes, focal points, goals. Help me find the perfect container, perfect size container to be able to seal it in, permanently decorate it with some Lisa Frank stickers or something, and put that label on the top of it saying what it is, what it was for, what was cast, when it was cast, so that when I see the box, I don't go, "What's this?" and end up opening it and, risk undoing the spell work, which I don't want to do. help me to assemble my new little trinket trunk proper when it is solidified and ready for use. Endless abundance, let it keep coming. I don't know if I can. Just looking, trying to find a smaller container that I could maybe put my salt in. On this day of Ostara, let these new beginnings take form. Yes, Maria, I'm glad that she's such an avid cleaner, believe me. Okay. Meanwhile, help me to pick a nice place to put this so that it doesn't get damaged, accidentally opened, or anything of that nature. I think I'll put it there. I got a container on my altar, so I'll put it in there. And I like the simplicity of, the Ostara spell. It just goes to show that you don't have to have something elaborate and lengthy and, this and that, just to make a spell work. Intent, focal point, will, belief, faith, those things that it will happen. See it already coming true. Feel how good it's going to feel when it comes true, as if it already has. And that is what starts building the power for it. Okay. A little abundance altar right here. And until I can find one of my jewelry boxes to put my salt in, because the little baggie it's in doesn't seal very well. Thank you. Boy, Persephone is with me today. Yay! Time to do the wand consecration. And I'm going to use the Persephone oil for all three of them. It seems fitting. Okay. But I have to think on this a minute. How I'm going to use them to be able to put them to work right away. Because when you consecrate, I'm going to show you this. When you consecrate an item, especially a magical tool, you should put it to work right away. Look what Maria got me. She got me one of the alien head bottles. This thing is full of vodka and the strong stuff. Okay, so I might actually open it today in the spirit of Ostara and put some in a glass for the gods and goddesses and for my spirit family, for everybody I love and care about. And then this is actually light green. I named him Paul. I literally named him Paul after the movie Paul that me and Chris, we love.
Yeah, we haven't watched that for a while.
Yeah, I know. And he's got this little tag on here that says outer space vodka. That's staying on there. And it's on a little chain. And then you just take the wrapper off of the cork because it's a clear wrapper. And then you pop the cork off and drink up, bitches. So, yes, we will definitely have some of him. But I got to remember to pour some for the gods first before I drink any myself, because some go by the tradition that, or I don't know if all of them, a lot of witches feel that, the gods should be served first.
They're God. Get the damn own.
What?
So I'm like, they're God. They can get their fucking own.
He is insufferable. Save me from the crazy man, please. Save me from the crazy pops. Okay, so consecration. I need a candle, some water, some incense, and some salt. Where is my... Now, I just saw it. Where did I put it? Must have got put back in the cabinet. I was looking for a certain... I don't think I can get to those. Wait, are these it? Nope. Well, I guess I can use the black one. I wanted to use one of my purple ones. It's prettier. Ooh. I'm surprised that didn't get... What is in there? I don't even know. Oh, I have another black one. I'll use this guy. I have some purple ones like this. This even has, look, it even has a little symbol on the top. See it? It's an alien head. Isn't that cute? Okay. I'm probably going to break another nail just to get this plastic off of here. Ow! Come on. There's the good little wrapper. Okay. Alrighty then. In the spirit of Ostara, I now pour an offering to the gods, my spirit family, all those I love and care about, living and dead, human and non. They get first. First pour. All right. To the gods. And Ostara. All right. I gotta get some water. Be right back. Water, incense, candle, for a consecration. You need the 4 elements: earth, air, fire, and water. We'll do orange, which is a nice color for spring, and I can also envision it giving me some energy so that I don't get hit with the sleepies anytime soon. Mm. Okay. Lighter.
I was wrong. It's going to take about an hour for it to cook.
Oh, criminy.
No, I misremembered. Read the instructions last night.
Okay. Let me get the sage out of the way here. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to light an incense stick with a chapstick. That ain't going to work. Incense, lighter, water, and salt. And Persephone oil. I can try. Okay. Okay. Slowly getting there. So, the air is incense, fire is candle, water is water, salt, and this little herb that came in the abundance altar, and of course the Persephone oil, which gotta put on candle. Dump some of the herb in here. And the salt, I had to brutalize the cork that was in it because it was too far down in it and I could not get it off otherwise. So I have to tape it shut. Until I can find another cork small enough to fit in it that I can easily get in and out of it. Oh, and kind of got a sad story. The little heart bottle of amethyst crystals that I wore around my neck, that you got, it was from like the first batch of stuff. This is just my ink pen. It broke. Don't know how, don't know when, don't know why, don't know where. I just happened to be looking in the mirror as I was brushing my hair one morning, and I saw a little hole in the side of it, and all the amethyst was gone. And I'm like, oh man, I was devastated. I was like, no, no, no. So lesson learned, do not wear that to bed. Yeah, maybe that could have been the case because I have no idea where the amethyst went or anything. So the last one that I have, the one that you gave me most recently, I won't wear it. If anything, I might like carry it in a little pouch or something, but I will not wear it because I'm not going to run the risk of it getting broke again. Okay, this is a consecration that I remember from my Wicca Solitary Practitioner Guide. Pretty simple, really. First, you have to pass the item through each of 4 elements. With air, do I consecrate this wand of resin and crystal so that it may be fit to dwell within the sacred circle of stones in the names of the Mother Goddess and Father God. So be it. I run this through the candle flame and consecrate it with fire. In the name of the Mother Goddess and Father God, bless this with fire. I run water across it for the element of water. And I run it through earth. In the names of the Mother Goddess and Father God, let this wand of resin and crystals be consecrated and fit to dwell within the circle of stones. In your names, Mother Goddess and Father God, do I bless and consecrate and empower, give purpose to this wand. And this is one of the first ones I did, so this will be my wand of always finding the beauty within myself, even when on days when I feel like it's not there. Also, help me to cast positive circles with it and use it only for positive purposes, and let all these crystals and herbs in here give it all the power that it can possibly need, but a degree of versatility as well, to remind me to remain versatile, be able to see things from all sides, and notice the things that I don't notice that I should. I also hope to develop a deeper understanding of myself and a stronger connection with the elements that I have blessed and consecrated this wand with. Now, I'm going to take this wand and use it to start the consecration of these 2. And I think, trying to think of what, because I still need the 4 elements too, I think. So I sealed up the salt too soon, so I guess I'll just have to undo it again. Okay, I consecrate these other 2 wands of resin and crystal and herbs so that they may be fit to dwell within the circle of stones in your names, Mother Goddess and Father God, do I also bless these wands of resin, crystal, and herbs. So be it. Okay. Oh, duh. I'm such a goofball. Here, let's do it this way. Use the witch salt, Janet. It's a lot easier to get open. Very true. So let me go get the witch salt. Because what I need is, a decent amount. Really just as long as it's enough to, pour a little of it in my hand to be able to okay. So through incense smoke. So that this is blessed by air, through fire, water, you really only need a pinch. And salt. In the names of the Mother Goddess and Father God, I also consecrate and empower this wand of resin and crystals and herbs, that it may be also fit to dwell within the circle of stones and help me to find the right use for it. Lastly, fire. Oh goodness. Oops. Oh, yeah. That was unintentional. But they say when accidents happen, just laugh it off. Because if you let it get to you and bother you, it can throw things off. And whatever you do, don't swear. Okay. Water. The rest to give to the gods. Okay. And that's pretty much it in a nutshell, really. Feel salt particles on me still. And I finalize all of these consecrations with Persephone's oil. May she bless these consecrations today. And help me find a significant purpose for each wand. And may none of its pieces ever come off. I'll just rub the rest of the Persephone oil into me. Okay. Even the most practiced witch makes mistakes. There's forces that, especially on a special day like today, there's dark forces that will go out of their way to ruin it by making you mess up some significant way, like it was hoping I would freak out Cussing, swearing, oh, you little so-and-so, blah, blah, blah. Nope. Not today. Sorry. Okay. Since I've used this cup in such a way, I want to keep it with these items so that in the future I can use it for other stuff as well. I will come and get the computer here in a minute. And I'm going to go ahead and leave the water for any additional spirits that may want water as an offering, and also to help signify the blessings of the day. Now, I just need to remember, and even if I don't get it done till tomorrow, that's fine. It's not a big deal. Oh, yeah. So, now you have witnessed a consecration ceremony. I had to do another spell recently for Maria that she asked me to do to get Daryl to leave her alone because he's harassing her. He's knocking on her door constantly, offering to make her food, inviting her down to his place. His attentions are unwanted, and he doesn't seem to get that. He doesn't seem to care. And Maria said that it's actually starting to scare her. So being the person that I am, I'm like, oh, no, that will not do. So I did a spell of more or less just banishment, keep him away, make him leave her in peace. She doesn't want anything to do with him. He's trying to force his attentions and affections on her, and she don't want nothing of it. So that's what I ended up using one of my jewelry boxes for, my little square ones that I kept for myself. I'm using it as a spell box. I'm not going to close circle quite yet because there may be some other stuff Ostara related that will come to me, and I'll be like, hey, okay, what did I do with my egg? Where did I put it? Oh, that's right. Thank you. They're like, you put it in the container on the altar. I wanted to put it somewhere where it was secure, where I don't have to worry about the cats, knocking it off and stuff like that, and possibly breaking it open and then making a mess. But yeah, she's, Daryl he's obsessed with her. And he's lonely. He wants an old lady. He's same age as me. He's 54 years old. And he just needs to get the hint and just leave her alone because that is harassment. Okay. And if you try to explain that to him, or you try to open-ended, strike up a conversation about it and try to be nice and say, look, you're really making my sister uncomfortable. She don't want you knocking on her door anymore. She don't want you talking to her anymore. She don't want you offering her food. She don't want your attentions and affections you're trying to force on her. You may think that you're just being neighborly, but no, you're not, Daryl. You're being harassing. You're harassing her, and it's borderline sexual harassment because you're wanting her, and you want her because she wants nothing to do with you. It's one of those classic signs of an occurrence that I myself have certainly gone through many times. You find yourself drawn to a person that you cannot have for whatever reason. whether it's age, background, social standing, status, their religious beliefs. I mean, there's any number of reasons, but what draws you to them, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's good, because it can start out good, but then it can very quickly go horribly wrong. And that is exactly what's happening here. It's going horribly wrong. And she just wants him to leave her in peace and just leave her alone. So that's basically what I geared the spell to do. And, have asked the spirits, don't let anything interfere with this spell, even me talking about it, because generally when you cast a spell, you shouldn't talk about it, because then it could disempower it. But I'm asking them, please make an exception. Brooke is family here. It's, no different than if I was doing a spell for one of my kids, and you're one of my kids, you're my daughter. And, so I feel that it's relevant, that it's okay. It won't interfere with anything in any negative way. But I'm just trying to help my sister. She's getting really, really stressed about this guy, and she's even talking about moving before we can even come anywhere close to getting the house, because she's supposed to be moving in with us. He takes out her trash for her. Just, some of the stuff, like I said, a lot of people will look at it and see, well, he's just being neighborly. Yeah, but he's taking it a little bit too far. Define neighborly. And whatever you're defining as neighborly is obviously not what we feel here and what is going on, because he's harassing her and she wants to be left alone. So, I'm hoping that I'll find like a little wooden box or something. I feel like I have a little wooden box around here somewhere that would be perfect to put the egg in. But I got to remember where it is. And I need to still clear up some straggler bits and pieces here in the living room. I don't know when I'm going to get started on this damn living room again, because the main thing that's messing me up is I just don't know how much more stuff I'm going to be able to shoehorn in that storage unit downstairs. And I'm not going to just put it openly down there on tables and stuff and run the risk of somebody like Daryl going down there and going through my shit and taking it, just because he wants it or whatever reason. Not unless I can put it behind lock and key. And the only way I can do that is I would have to get permission from Joe to put up a makeshift door, and, have me be the only one that has a lock to it and the key to it. And anytime that, like John, the building manager, poor excuse for building manager, needs to go down and get into that part of the basement for some reason, because the circuit boxes are over there and some other things that they may have need access to. So, most likely it would probably be realistic. I would have to give one of the keys to John, but I would tell him, do not, for any reason, give this key or a copy of it to Daryl, because I've got my stuff sitting out in the open, because I don't have any room to put it in my storage box, and I don't trust him. I don't trust that he's going to go through my crap and take it, because I still don't know who took my one desk down there that I really wanted to keep. And, it was sitting out in the trash. It kept calling to me. And I took it back and I put it down in the basement, and I went down there one day and it was gone. I've never seen it again. And I'm pretty pissed off about it, because whoever took it had no right taking it, because that was my shit. It didn't have a sign on that says, go ahead and take this if you like. Hell, if they wanted it that bad, they should have gotten it out of the trash their damn selves and saved me the trouble of dragging it downstairs, keeping it for myself. That would have been an ideal desk for me to be able to write on when I need, to have some quiet time and I need to write some spells or something of that nature. Now, granted, I can do that. I still have another table down there. I have my long table down there. I can do it on that, no problem. And that it better be there. None of my hexagon table better still be there. And because I put the pieces of cardboard that's in the top of it, that's until I can get another piece of glass, or preferably I would prefer plexiglass, something that's, it's the equivalent. You can see through it, but you don't have to worry so much about it breaking, and it's going to be able to handle a lot more weight than, say, cardboard pieces. You can set some things on there, but the little lip that the cardboard is sitting on is so tiny, it wouldn't take much. You could literally poke through the middle and it would knock the cardboard piece out of the top. So on the top of that piece, I said, this is my table. Do not bother it. Leave it alone. This is not for somebody to just take, and I mean, I know Daryl can read. So, I've been meaning to go down in the basement anyway, because of times when I need quiet time, or like I said, I'm trying to write some spells or trying to do some magical related work. I want to be able to go down there and do it, because if I do it up in Maria's, cats are going to be bugging me up there. They're going to be climbing in on top of my desk up there. I do not want to drag that desk back downstairs in the basement because it's small enough and lightweight enough. I'm afraid it would disappear. So my only recourse is using the tables that are already down there, and that one long table is plenty long, and I need to take out my unicorn poster and I need to start coloring it on it again. During some dead time when I'm not really doing anything. And, because that long table downstairs is one of the few tables that I have that's actually big enough that I can at least fit a section of the unicorn poster on it at a time. But I want to get that thing finished. And once it's finished and done, I get done coloring it, then I want to take it to Michael's hobby and craft shop and have a special frame made for it, so that once it gets put in that frame, it's never coming out again. Because through the recourse of time and just different things that have happened, that the poster has gotten destroyed. It's I had a couple of big sections ripped off of it before, and I was able to tape it back on, but I could only tape it on the back, because if I tape it on the front, then I won't be able to color those pieces that the tape is sitting across. I try to keep it up on top of other things so that I don't have to worry so much about it getting ripped even further, but it's got creases all throughout it and everything, and it's a messed up mess. So I want to get that done, and I don't know when I'm going to finally get down there and get started on it, because once I get started on it, then I'm going to have to commit to, keep doing it and working on it until I get it done. Boo! Bella, quit! Bella! Bella! Quit it!
Knock it off.
He's wanting outside again because he's getting the hornies. And, that poster I will not part with, because Alicia got it for me for Christmas one year. It's a very big poster. I literally had it on our bedroom wall, and it almost went to the floor. I mean, it was like several inches off of the floor, the bottom half of it. But I wish I could have left it up there and just colored it that way. But if I would have done that, then there's too high of a risk that the bed bugs would have gotten behind it and destroyed it anyway. Pooping back there, laying their eggs, and, leaving that horrible gooey crap that they leave behind when they use the bathroom. And I'm not going to have that poster destroyed. It's too important to me. It's too precious to me. I've even thought of doing things like, maybe taking it to the library and asking them if they got if I could use, if they have a really super long table that I could use somewhere in the facility, that I would be able to lay it out flat on the table and, color it at my discretion, color it a little bit, take me a packed lunch, maybe take some of my magic books, get caught up on some more magic stuff that I've been meaning to get caught up on, things that I've got to get written, things that I've got to do yet, and just make a day of it, go up there and not worry about and be in any rush about coming back at a certain time or anything like that. Now, if an emergency arises and Chris calls me or something, says, I need the car, need to go do this, that, or the other, then I'll be like, fine, and then I'll have to obviously wrap it up. But getting the poster in the car is another matter. I could probably get it in the trunk would be the most ideal place, because it's going to be able to pick up the length of the poster. But I would have to do it very carefully, and preferably on a day when it's not raining, because I don't want water getting on it and then disintegrating it even further. Because it's a kind of a sturdy stock of paper. It's not, thin like notebook paper, for instance. But but it can be damaged. It can still be damaged, like, with water getting on it, or, something like that, something getting spilled on it. Um, because what I should have done is I should have just, when I started out coloring it, I would only unroll a little bit at a time, a little section at a time. I would get that section colored, and then I would, give it dry time, time to dry. And then I would, when I felt like, okay, it's been long enough for the gel ink to dry, then I would go back and I would color another section. Now, when I was doing that, I was actually able to begin the coloring process of that poster right here, on the couch where I'm sitting. And I think I had the card table set up as a, might as well say, a makeshift desk for me. And now, at some point in the future, I might just go ahead and get me another desk. But unless I can literally chain it to my outside of my storage unit so I don't have to worry about anybody, taking it, I'm not going to get one anytime soon, because I really am trying not to spend any more of my credit card, because I've already spent so much. I know I've already exceeded the limit of the 140 bracket. I was trying to keep it in, but at the same time, not beat myself up about it either, because I can't expect to be perfect with it the first time. I have one. I'm going to make mistakes. I might spend a little more than I did and this and that. And as long as I'm paying a significant amount on it every month, and I'm making my payments on time every month, and I will, during the times when I can pay it off quickly, if I can only say put $100 on it one month and then pay it off the next month, or whatever I have to do. But I don't want to overdo it. I'm really am trying to discipline myself and show some self-restraint, because it's like there's so many things that I really want to get that I could get using the credit card, but how many of them are actual wants instead of needs? Now, like something that I consider an allowable need and reason for spending some, and I might still do that yet, but I'm trying to hold off until I get my check and just use some of that money. But we need AAA batteries. We need AA batteries. We go through both types of batteries a lot here. We have a lot of stuff that runs on AA's, a lot of stuff that runs on AAA's. So we need batteries. We need dryer sheets. I'd like to get another big container of the Unstoppables from Sam's Club. My Sam's Club membership, as we know, has expired. So, I want to get that paid, and all those things I could do right now, but I'm fighting it. I'm fighting the temptation because I don't want to blow it. This is my first credit card, and I'm trying to keep it as reasonable as I can, but allow myself some mistakes, along the way. But like the last thing that I purchased was, I went ahead and I bought me another tube of sculpting gel. It's from a different company than the kit that you gave me. And I will keep using that kit until that gel runs out. Once gel runs out, then I'll just, start using the other gel. The other gel you can do daily. Like I did some of it today, the daily gel, and did it on my inner thighs where I have those little, I call them little poochy poof sections of, sticking out that shouldn't be because of its cellulite. And that's one of the areas that it likes to congregate and likes to, therefore I have, like, if I wear a dress or something and I don't wear leggings underneath it, if I'm not wearing at least a pair of shorts that don't ride up too much or whatever, and then can keep those sections covered, then I can't wear a dress without leggings, because it'll cause my legs to rub together. And when my legs rub together because of the sweat, and you're sweating and you're walking and you're moving and, stuff like that, then it rubs me raw. It ends up rubbing me raw, and then it'll burn like a motherfucker because of where it is. And you can't exactly put Band-Aids on that section because of the movement of the body. It's going to dislodge any Band-Aid you try to put on it. And even if I tried to put wraps on it, no guarantee that I'd be able to keep the wraps in place because of natural body movement. The simple act of walking. Meanwhile, Pops is starving me because he didn't realize how long this meal was going to take that he's now cooking, and he's telling me that I'm going to have to wait an hour before I can eat. Thank God I had, a Lunchable. I'm trying not to eat any more of my my chobani, which is it's a Greek yogurt. Or don't you dare say that it's not connected. Do not do this crap, YouTube. I am so tired of that. Let's see. Well, hun, we've been on here over 3 hours. Are you okay? I mean, do you need to go to bed? Because it's getting pretty late there. I don't want to, I always try to ask once in a while because I don't want to keep you on too long. And if you're ready to jump off because so you can get some sleep or whatever, then I have no reason to continue the live. I'll just go ahead and close the circle and everything. So let me know, and you usually do. You're like, okay, Mom, I'm gonna go. I want to get some sleep. But I'm still throwing it out there. I'm not trying to rush you off or anything. But just if you're okay, great. We'll stay on a little bit longer. If you're not, if you need to go to sleep, then that's fine too. I'm going to go get my vodka and find somewhere else here. I'll set the computer down here, at least that way it's not too close to the flame. And I got to take my wands off because they're poking me. And I'm going to have to re-knot it just so I can hang it up and they're not hanging down too far. I'm going to go get my alien vodka and my wand for whenever I do decide to close circle. Granted, I'm going to still have to think of a job to give my other two wands tonight. And since I'm drinking Pepsi, maybe. Oh, I hate when this thing fights me. Come on now. Ugh. Jeepers. I'm glad this thing's got a good seal on it, but sometimes it actually hurts my hand trying to get it open. Oh, man. Where are my shot glasses? I just had them recently. Where did I put them? I have these cute little plastic shot glasses. I guess I'll just go ahead and dump some in. In the spirit of Ostara, let's drink some Paul. Okay. I gotta find a nice place to put that bottle. I don't know what they did to it to make it actually green, but it's it's a real pretty green. Okay. So, Paul, I got to find a good place to put you. Try not to put this lid on so tight. I mean, I'm glad it's got a good seal. Don't get me wrong. Let's see how strong I just made this. Huh. I don't even taste it. I can barely taste it. But I have to wipe Paul off because I got him all messy. I gotta find a good place to put him. Whoop! And knowing me, I probably will take one of my little labels or something, my little white labels that I have, actually put the name Paul on it and tape it to his forehead. So when people look at it, it's like, Paul? You actually named it Paul? Yeah. And, I'm a witch. I'm allowed to be weird. What? Nothing. Just wiping off my bottle because I poured some in my Pepsi and I wanted to. I slopped some, so I didn't want to slop it. Want any?
No.
Vodka. It's alien vodka. He's such a wimp. It's Ostara, and he won't even have a little nippet of this with me.
Got my coffee liquor.
Yeah. Coffee liquor, my eye. Okay, now I can taste it. apparently vodka is one of those that settles to the bottom.
Yeah, I know. You're sitting there going, Dad, tell that turkey to hurry up so I can have some.
Yeah, he's doing this turkey tenderloin thing, which I didn't even know they had such a thing, but you know, it's a little healthier, he said, than pork. So
yeah, basically it's turkey breast that's been done up to be like a pork tenderloin.
Yeah, what he said. So hopefully it'll be good, you know. Of course, you know, keeping myself from snacking anymore is going to be quite the challenge. Excuse me. Hey, boo. Come see mama. Come see mama. Come on. Come on. Come see mama. There's your boo baby. Hello, boo. How's the boo baby? Boo, boo, boo. Boo, boo kitty. There's your boo. So you can have your boo-boo fix. Your boo-boo kitty.
Uh-oh.
Boo-boo baby.
Uh-oh.
Woo! Stuck. Happy O-Star, baby. No, I don't think you'd like that. I wonder what the cats would be like drunk. Wouldn't that be hilarious? Don't want to get this stuff on his fur. Well, at least not an area that he can lick because of the stuff that's on the white. I don't want to make him sick or upset his tummy or something. Sissy's on. You don't even know, do ya? He's like, no.
I don't see her.
He's rubbing his head up against me. Oh, hello, baby.
Man, he was being very lovely this morning, too.
Yeah.
When I got up.
He's our lovey boy. He's our lovey bug. You are lovey bug. Huh? Say, yeah, I have my lovey moments just like anybody. You know you can come up and see mommy anytime. You know, preferably when Sissy's not on my lap, right? Because she likes to be a brat and a meanie butt. What are we having with the turkey tenderloin? Anything?
Mush taters.
Mush taters.
And peas and carrots.
Peas and carrots. Okie dokie.
We'll put a little light bit of olive oil on the peas and carrots.
Okay.
And
yum yum.
It's something else to it. I'm not sure why. Yeah.
Mommy don't want to get the wipey stuff on you, and I got Persephone oil on my hands too still. So I want to make sure I don't, like I said, pet him in an area that he can end up licking and making him sick. Ooh, baby. I got a Hecate ritual that I'm going to be doing too sometime. I just don't know when. Because I got to get the materials together first. And I also need to get some dragon oil and dragon incense, which requires the dragon oil is certain types of oil that you're supposed to mix, like several drops of, together and this and that's your dragon oil. And then the incense, there's certain herbs and stuff to use for the dragon incense. And that's from the dragon book, the new one that I got that I really, 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 really like. And I got me a nice chunk of yellow citrine that's got very light yellow citrine on the top part of it. And then the rest of it's white. Oh, careful, boo. Careful, baby. Careful. Don't fall. No falling. Because I don't want holes in my leg again when you're hanging on for dear life. Even though if you would just extend your hind legs, you would find that they're on the floor and you wouldn't be freaking out so bad. Yeah. Mama loves the boo. Mama loves the boo. Boo baby. Boo baby kitty. Baby kitty. Happy Ostara. Like, yeah, Mama, whatever. What's an Ostara? Yeah. Hello. So yeah, I really like the self-love candle. I really like the teas that I got. The tea. I ended up giving a cup of the Calm the Fuck Down to Maria yesterday because she was so stressed and upset over this whole Daryl situation. And it helped. It helped her calm right down. And then I drank a cup of it myself and it knocked me out. I mean, she was sitting here talking and I'm sitting here nodding off. And I'm like, okay then. So that stuff hit me even better than the sleepy time, tea that it's in the little baggies. This is the loose tea, and I use my little loose tea herb cage that goes in the top of my Phoenix bottle. And I just realized I haven't even taken my pills today. Oops. Yeah, it's been kind of busy. As soon as Maria brought my resin, I immediately started getting things together to do a resin casting. And he's off. I gotta be careful when I pick. When I pick Paul up, because if I pick it up by the cork the wrong way, the cork could come out of it and it could go splashing and spilling everywhere, and then I'd feel like a boob. I'd feel like a dummy head. Talk about a bubble wand. Bubbles! In the spirit of Ostara and honoring the child within. And drowning myself in the bubble juice. Isn't that cute? It's got a little witch wand. Witch hat, rather. So, anyways. It's okay, boo. I don't want to do too much of it either because I didn't want the bubbles to get stuff too wet. There we go. It's easier to sit it on my lap. So that way, when you type something, I can just put my glasses on and read, so I can see what you're saying. Trying to think of. Oh, just a random, but in the world of Harry Potter, which I play on this PC, this laptop rather, PC, whatever it is, personal computer. This laptop, my Chromebook being the one that I got it set up first, but now I also have a separate one, so I'm starting all over again with this one, and my name is Isabella Parker. Same rainbow hair in the front, but the two ball knobs in the back is a lighter color, like more like a blonde, like my hair color used to be. Sam and my Niffler. My Niffler has had his max level. What?
The unclaimed funds aren't mine. They're for Kelly and Bizarre.
Oh.
So they're not even for my brother.
My Niffler, I named Newt on my Chromebook. He's at max level 10. He, when I interact with him now, he crawls around on me and stuff, and it's adorable because you can see my character laughing and doing this, like, ah! And then she picks him up and holds him and then puts him up against her cheek, and it's really sweet. And then Sam, my Porlock, which I didn't even know what a Porlock was until this game. I'm like, they never showed anything like this in the movies, but okay. I named him Sam, and he's gotten to the point, I've gotten him to the level on that PC, on my Chromebook, where he actually walks up to me now, nuzzles his head up against my leg. I bend down and pet him, and he lets me. And I teared up. And I'm like, come on, I know this is only a game, but it was just so sweet, And then my Niffler, Newt, is on an assignment of some type right now. And then they wanted a big animal, but my two animals aren't really that big for some other type of assignment. So Sam is not working, but Niffler is. When my Newt is done with his assignment, then they'll bring him back. And I'm currently working on building up my books because what you can use is money for like getting outfits and different things. Is you have to have a crap ton of books. So books are like money in this game. I'm starting to kind of feel a little buzz. Yay! In my Isabella one, I have a different hair. One side is rainbow, but it's long. And the other side is blonde, but it's more back like this, but it's still the length is there. I love the look. And I got this really cool gold outfit that I found that I was able to get. So I'm wearing that one on this one, I think. And also on this one, this is the Isabella account. I'm slowly turning my room into cosmic, cosmic bed, look, with like zodiac signs and stars and stuff in the background. Slowly taking different pieces and putting that look on them. But sadly, a lot of them cost serious money or gems or things that I don't have. And because of how much I've already spent with my credit card getting stuff for the game, that's another one I'm trying to be like, no, Janet, be nice, be chill. So, don't blow it, And because I have no idea like how long it's going to be before I even get my first bill, so all the more reason to really cut the spending right now, unless it is a dire emergency, like gas for the car or something like that, which is more a necessity than a want. And then just, pay what I can on it, pay it off as quickly as possible. But again, allowing myself to make mistakes because I can't expect to be perfect my first time around. This is my first credit card. Yeah, I'm trying, I don't know. One way that I would probably have to find out is, and I've thought about doing this, it's kind of too late in the day to do it now. I'll try to remember to do it tomorrow. But the little sticker that came on the card that has the number on it that you call to activate it, I'm thinking about calling that number tomorrow, like first thing when I get up and I'm awake enough to have a conversation and stuff, right? Call them up and ask them, how much have I spent of it so far, because I want to know about what bracket I'm in. Did I do okay? Did I go over too much? About how much is my bill going to be? Is there any way to determine that right now? Is there any way to know about when my bill is going to be coming so that I can be prepared for it and make sure I save back some money? No. And that's another possibility, is the phone app. And Chris suggested that. He said, I'll have to go on the Merrick website. I would have to set up an account, which would give me an account online for them, and also be able to get the app that I can from site that I can download onto my phone. So that, because that would be the easiest way for me to keep track. And then if it's like, okay, I'm getting a little bit over the budget here, then just stop spending, until I get the previous whatever paid off. So. And I sent my friend Amy a notice yesterday. I actually sent the notice to 50 people. And if you're one of the ones that got it, I apologize, because if you did, it's probably multiple times that you got it, because I believe I did it on my phone. It was through Messenger, and it's this blessing thing. It has a phone number at the top, but that is not my phone number. I don't know what that number is. I don't know if it's a number that you can call for an additional blessing or what, but it's like a money blessing thing. And it says, if you send this to 50 people, then you'll end up with 15,900 in one day. And I'm like, okay, let's see. And then, so I'm like, Goddess, please help them realize I didn't mean it. I'll just tell them somebody hacked my phone or something and it went wonky on me for a minute, but my husband got it sorted. So it's okay now. I apologize for sending it to all the people that didn't want it. So anyway, point being, Amy was one of the people I sent it to, and she called me. She actually called on Chris's phone, and she's like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Why? She said, well, I just got a message from you like 4 different times. I'm like, oh crap, I'm sorry. And I briefly explained to her what it was. She kind of laughed. She's like, oh no, it's okay. It's okay. Because I know a lot of people, I being one of them, don't like getting these type of things. And there have been people on my list of people that I know on Messenger and stuff that have asked in the past, please don't send me this stuff because I really don't like it. So I'm apologizing to all of them, any of them that I sent that to multiple times, but I just felt like doing it for the heck of it. And then it was a one-time thing. I'm not going to do it again, because I definitely don't want, to be a bother to somebody by sending them the kind of stuff that's just going to make them roll their eyes and go, could you please not send me this stuff? Because I really don't care for it. Sorry. So yeah, it was an oops. But because of that, Amy called. I was able to talk to her for a few minutes, asked her how her and her boys were doing, because she's got 2 boys, Dakota and Austin. Me and Chris haven't been able to make it up there to even see her or visit or anything since she lost her fiance, Adam. And, so she went through a lot of that alone, and I feel absolutely horrible. I hope she's okay. She seemed okay when I talked to her. And what I'm trying to get at is, I told her about my resin pieces. I briefly kind of rattled off some of the pieces that I have that I can make. And I said, you go through my Janet Feinstein at yahoo.com. Look me up on YouTube. Janet Mabius is where you'll find me. There's an 8-minute video on there that shows some of the pieces that I've done, some that I have available. If there's a piece on there that you like that's in a certain color and it's suddenly not available, I will gladly try to duplicate that particular color and, get one of the, if she decides. So I'm hoping that she'll maybe buy some of the pieces, or the boys will see them and go, oh, wow, could you get me a wand, Mom? And then, but we'll see. And even if she doesn't, I'm hoping that she'll kind of help me get the word out to some people that she might know that would like those kind of things, that would be willing to buy. And I let her know, I said, I have PayPal. My Janet Feinstein at yahoo.com is the account. It's hooked to my PayPal account. It's connected to it. So if you want any of the pieces, then send it the information, name, address, and all that to my Janet Feinstein at yahoo.com. I will then go to PayPal, see that the money's there, and then I will start packing up the order and getting ready to ship it. Excuse me. So the blessing in disguise there, fingers and toes crossed, is that she will either buy some stuff herself, or she will find some friends that like the pieces and decide to buy some. And I also sent out 5 MLM letters to 5 MLM people recently. my letters, the $5, 5 postage stamps. So I'm hoping, fingers, toes crossed, that they will all answer me back and I'll get responses from every one of them and they'll give me $5 and they'll give me 5 stamps.
You eaten yet?
Yeah, she already ate. He was just he was calling Maria and asking her if she wanted to eat up here with us.
You've already eaten. That's all right. All right. Okay. That turkey tenderloin.
So yeah, today's been kind of busy, but at least I got 14 pieces done. I'm real excited, but nervous, and hope that I can assemble my trunk okay, because it's literally going to be the only one I have probably with the resin that's left. I don't know how many more of those trunks I might get out of that resin. So, but it's I think the color come out really nice with the colors of the mica that I mixed together and the 9 drops of the red food coloring, because it's part of the fun for me is experiment. You're going to find different combinations that you like, and then you're going to find some combinations you don't like. I believe Maria wants me to do one of the Zodiac boxes for her in a blue and white mix. So the next time I do a casting, it's going to be blue and white. Some of the pieces will be solid blue, some of them will be pure white, and then I'm going to try to make her a nice, Zodiac blue and white box and give that to her, because these are the new molds. I'm not using the old mold this time. These are the new molds. These are the ones that are perfectly round like they should be, and I didn't put any crystal bits in them this time, because the crystal bits that I have left is in my black box that I still have up here. I still haven't gotten my jewelry assembly pieces down at Maria's, so hopefully I'll get that done tomorrow so that I can get some more of the jewelry pieces assembled, so the next time I do a video, I can, I can put those in it and say, these are some more jewelry pieces that I recently assembled. These are for sale, and just kind of go from there. But getting the videos uploaded to YouTube, I'm still going to need, yikes, Dad's help with, most likely, because it can just walk me through it. That'll be fine. He doesn't need to hold my hand and do it for me, just show me how to do it. I just looked and saw that my battery was completely ready to die. No, not yet. So, but at least, to me, it was a good Ostara, I did the egg thing. I had chocolate. I did the consecration of my 3 wands. I've got to later on tonight give a job and a focal point and purpose to the other 2 wands. Give them a job. Basically, it's like, you are my wand of this. You are my wand of this. And start using those particular wands each time I do magic that is in that field. Like if it's money drawing or health or whatever, Oh, anyway. Hopefully dinner is done. Finally. About ready to frickin' eat the house. But, of course, sadly, it's going to kill the nice little buzz that I got going with my alcohol. But that's okay, because I'll just drink some more. Ooh, let me get my... Whoops. So I don't scorch-tate myself. Yummy, huh? See? That's the yummy. Doo-doo. For this meal, we thank you now. As it sustains us, please allow your blessings on these gifts in us, as we will, so mote it be. Pretty good. Of course, I'm going to have to put this down here. So I've got both hands to eat. and be able to cut my meat here. It's good. I'm giving Bella his plate. That cracks me up.
Keeps him out of our face at least for a while.
Mm-hmm. Very true. He said it keeps them out of our face, at least for a while, because instead of wanting ours, they're in there eating their own. I like it. Oh, sorry. My flower seeds. So, just to recap, I did last tiny little bit of marigold seeds I had, did some sweet basil, and another one I can't think of. Because, see, something that I don't know if you noticed when you were here, sweetie, there are these little round potters, little plant potter things, seed starters, and it's got the little disc in it that when you put water on it, it swells up, and then that helps the seeds to germinate quicker. And I had two of them. I had one that was, I think, some kind of a crab, was the little face that was painted on the front of it, and the other one was some other kind of little critter. And they come with grass seed, and some grass actually did grow in the one that I had in the window, but then it died because I didn't take care of it. I didn't water the poor thing. I did finally get all the flowers off my orchid. I put them in the same container on the altar that has my magic egg that I did today. And I filled the little tube, the little globe that my mom gave me. I filled the bottom part of that with water again and put it in the pot so that it can at least, kind of still keep it watered and stuff a little bit and hopefully keep it going, because giving it ice cubes once a week right now is just really, really hard to do, because I have to move my craft table just to get over to where the orchids are. Because if I could put them someplace easier, like the table that I'm sitting at here, or over there on the altar or something, that would be great and that would be ideal. But I'm more afraid if I put it over there, the cats have a bad habit of jumping up on my altar sometimes. And they have a habit of knocking stuff over, knocking stuff maybe even completely off of it. So, and I don't want to worry about them deciding that they want to start chewing on the leaves of my plant or some other part of it and then end up, getting sick. Because they decide they like the taste of it or something and it's not meant to be eaten.
Not impressed with the turkey breast, though. I think it's okay. It's just the pork's better, definitely better.
I actually like the turkey.
I got the applewood smoked bacon, pork tenderloin, and the garlic and herb one too. They're in the freezer. Hey, Boo. Here.
And on a future live,
Here you go.
I'm going to be making my own Hecate black salt. But that's one of the things that until I get the ingredients I need, the materials, there's like certain herbs and stuff you're supposed to use. Till I get those, I'm not going to be able to do it.
Go ahead, baby.
But anyway.
It should be small enough for you.
It's 10 to 8. I'm going to go ahead and stop this live, hun, so you can get some sleep. Love you. Blessed be. Happy Ostara. Thanks for coming and hanging out, and I'll keep sending the healing until you're 100% okay again and healed, okay? So just let me know when you don't need me to send the healing anymore, and then I'll stop, okay? Love you. Good night. Mwah, mwah.